Hey everyone, and welcome to my review of RiRi's brand new self-titled album. So RiRi has been around for the past couple of years, but I just started hearing about her in 2017, and she signed on to the Sony record label. Previously, she had released several singles and a mini album, but her self-titled debut is her first full-length album. It's 10 tracks long. So if you aren't familiar with her, RiRi is a super adorable, tiny girl with a huge voice, and she's only about 19 years old, I think. I haven't bought the physical copy of her album yet, but I am planning on it. I have been listening to her album on Spotify. It is available internationally on Spotify and iTunes, so you can go ahead and check it out there. But I just wanted to get this review up for you guys now. So since this album is only 10 tracks long, let's get into the track-by-track review. Track 1 is a single called Rush. This song is such a jam. RiRi is super R&B influenced, and her singing style actually kind of reminds me of Beyonce, and she cites Beyonce as one of her early influences, as well as some other vocal greats like Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston. But RiRi really did the right thing by making this the first song on this album as well as a single, because this song bangs hard and I always have this song in my head. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, she really reminds me of Jasmine as well, her vocal style and her R&B style songs. The next song is Next to You, and this song leans a little bit more to the pop side rather than R&B, and this is where I really started to hear Beyonce's voice. But in my opinion, RiRi has even more control in her belting than Beyonce does, and this song has a little bit of a tropical flavor that keeps the flow of the album fun and interesting. The next song is That's My Baby, and we're heading back into the R&B style. I absolutely love this song, and RiRi is demonstrating just such amazing vocal control in this song with lots of highs and lows and runs. Next song is Heart Can't Lie, and this song goes back into the pop zone. Her music is very Western influenced. There's not a lot of classical J-pop influence here, and I think she works with American producers as well. Despite being Western influenced, this song gets a little more sugary sweet with the pop, and it's a little more stripped down instrumentally with the acoustic guitar. That being said, I don't dislike the song and I don't skip it. Next up we have Crush on You, and I feel like this song is Rush's like sister. They're like friends on this album. They're really similar tracks, and the way she's singing low at the beginning of the song kind of reminds me of Drake actually, and again she's just showing off her amazing vocals in this song. Track 6 is Be Alright, and Crush on You kind of leads into Be Alright, and they almost feel like very similar songs. Sonically they sound a little similar, but I really like both songs, so I'm okay with it. The next song is Keep Up, and I was kind of waiting for this type of song to show up. So this song is an EDM track, and it starts off alright. It's kind of a gentle synth and her voice matches that, but then the beat drops, and honestly this is the song where her voice sounds the least impressive. So yeah, I tend to skip this song. EDM just really isn't my thing. The next song is Promise Road, and we go back into the R&B, the pop influence style that we've seen a lot on this album, and it really seems to be where her vocal style is shining the most. But it's probably one of my least favorites of the R&B / pop tracks on the album, but it's still decent and I never skip this song. The next song is the Seiho remix of Rush, and I wasn't expecting to like this remix very much. I'm usually not that impressed by remixes, but I actually do enjoy this one. It's just different enough from the original that it's interesting, but it's not so different that you're like, what? And it sounds like her vocals were re-recorded for this version, or they pulled her vocals from another version, but they're a little softer, a little more slowed down, but it works, and I almost like this remix as much as I like the original Rush. So the album closes on this song called I Love to Sing, and it's a ballad that RiRi did actually back in 2016, I think. A few of the songs on this album are recycled from previous work. So from the title of this song, I was expecting this one to be like over the top cheesy and kind of immature sounding, and it definitely is a little cheesy, but I don't dislike it, and it's way more classically based than any of the other songs she's done. And this is a super heartfelt, uplifting ballad that kind of gives me some Disney soundtrack vibes. So even though it's completely different from the rest of the album, I still really enjoy the song, and her voice is just incredible. It really is soaring in this song. So that was it for RiRi's self-titled album. I hope I piqued your interest in it if you haven't heard of her already. I'm really impressed with this album and with her vocal capabilities, obviously, and I think now that she's signed to Sony, she's going to become even more and more successful, and I think RiRi is definitely an artist to keep your eye out for in the future. I think if you really like Hicki's older R&B influenced songs as well as Jasmine's first and second albums, then I think you'll definitely really like this album by RiRi. So let me know what you thought of RiRi down in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll see you next week. Bye!